Yo, it's your man Chris Davis from Vibe. Keep on Chris. We're chopping it up. Let's go, baby. Tune in.
What's going on, man? It's your boy DOC, Black Passion, man. Black Passion Experience. Bet on Black is the hashtag. Doing this right here for Chopping It Up Radio, my man Sharp Shot. You already know what time it is, man. Make sure you tune in. Let's do it.
Embark on the ultimate weekly experience with Chopping It Up Radio, where we keep you informed, entertained, and connected. Every week, join us as we dive into the latest news, share insights on social, fun, and relationship topics, and celebrate the incredible talents in our community. We go live every week on YouTube at CIUENT. Chopping It Up Radio isn't just a show, it's a movement that we are excited for you to be a part of. We are the show that goes where you take it. Engage with us and our fellow listeners in real time, making each episode a collaborative journey. Tune in and become an integral part of the Chopping It Up community, where life is undeniably better when we're chopping it up together. Be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms.
Now I'm laid back, listening to my favorite show with my man Sharp Shot. Chopping it up radio. Plenty other things to do, but I'm putting them on hold. Sitting in the studio, listening to Chop It Up radio. Things are getting kinda heated. Think we better take it to the phones. Don't know how we gon' make it. This is the show that goes where you take it.
Where you gonna take it today?
In a minute we'll be ready, cause you know it's on tonight. Ain't no way we gon' forget it. Chopping it up, chopping it up, chopping it. Now I'm laid back, listening to my favorite show with my man Sharp Shot. Chopping it up radio. Plenty other things to do, but I'm putting them on hold. Sitting in the studio, listening to Chop It Up radio.
What's going on, people? This is your man Sharp Shot right here on Chopping It Up Radio, on ChoppinItUp.com. This is the show that goes where you take it. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Chopping It Up Radio, the show that goes where you take it. I am Sharp Shot, the Jackie Moon Radio, along with...
Hey, it's Mizzudi's in the house.
What's going on, Miss Zudi?
Not much. Been busy. You know, this is the start of my busy season after 420. So I can't complain. What about you? What's going on?
Just living life. Just living life. Just living
What's
life.
living life?
It's just a lot. It's a lot going on right now, but I'm just trying to navigate through life. That's all I can say. Just trying to maintain and keep a positive attitude about things that's going on right now. I say, you know how they say you go through the storm. I'm going through the storm right now. Just waiting for the sunshine to come out. Waiting for the sun to come out. Going through a little bit, but I ain't worried about it too much. I'll be all right.
You know what I say is like I always say that. Well, my mom always says God doesn't give you anything more than you can handle. But then also I say that it's like sometimes it's a test on how you manage or how you come out or how you show up to see if you can handle something a little bit bigger. So it'll work out.
Yeah, yeah.
about it.
That's probably what's about to happen. I mean, I know that, it's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna happen in the future that's just gonna then I'm just gonna be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe that just happened. You know what I mean? But I'm just kind of waiting. I'm just sitting back and I'm waiting.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm waiting. So once that happens, then I'm gonna be cool. I'm good. I'm definitely good. So yeah. What's been going on with you though?
With
Anything
life,
exciting? Anything exciting throughout the week?
uh, throughout these past few weeks,
Yeah, because
because
we've been gone for
we've
a
been
little
on break
while.
for a while.
Yeah, we back though, and that's not gonna happen again. I'm gonna let y'all know now.
So I've been, I did a 420 cannabis conversation at Plantation at Parkside, which is a community garden inside of Baltimore, which was really dope. And then I met a lot of really dope uh black entrepreneurs, as well as black farmers that are in Baltimore as well.
Okay.
Um I met this gentleman that he has this game called For the Culture.
Hmm.
It's based in Baltimore. It's almost like Monopoly, but it teaches you like financial stewardship, how to be able to spend your money, make your money. Um, it's really dope. So I'm gonna do. We're gonna link up and do like a game night. Zooty Treats and Culture game night in Baltimore. So I will definitely, when everything comes together, link that. So
We could
we
actually,
can do that. We can probably do something live from
yeah.
there if we want to.
I was just about to say that we could actually do something live.
You can do that. That would be
I'm cool
dope.
with
That'd
that.
be dope.
I'm cool with that.
Uh,
Um,
um, what else? Funny story is I bust my ass today and slipped on a banana peel.
what the?
I
Why you was
literally
walking Lulu? Oh,
no, thankfully,
I thought you
thankfully,
was walking Lulu and you bust your
no,
ass.
no. But I was walking to meet somebody for lunch, and I had my headphones on, and it's busy because, of course, because it's hot outside. And all of a sudden, my foot just comes up from under me, and I caught myself midway, like with one of my hands, so I didn't completely fall on the ground. But
But you
yes,
almost.
yeah, I fell enough
I
off of
don't
a
mean to
banana
laugh.
peel.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
Oh, I laughed. I laughed.
Oh, so you know what? I said this on the Me and My Dad podcast, but so I did recently go to New Orleans.
Oh yeah, for
Um
you guys is
yeah, for my 10-year
wedding.
anniversary and my wife's birthday, and we really had a great time. When we first got there, when we first got there, it was cool. Nice, beautiful day. We kind of explored a little bit, went down to the French Quarter, grabbed something to eat, and went to a lot of nice places. I said I was going to do a New Orleans recap because it was a lot of people that I bumped into, a lot of um, businesses, restaurants, things of that nature that I really wanted to support and put out there. So I'm gonna work on that shortly.
Was that you guys' first time
Yeah,
going?
yeah.
I love New Orleans.
New Orleans is a spot where
It's a
I will
vibe.
definitely go back on a regular basis. I can see myself going to New Orleans on a regular basis.
It's a vibe.
It definitely is. We if you for everybody on YouTube, if you go to, I got a couple of
Oh,
videos. I think they still up. I got a couple of videos where we was walking Bourbon Street and we went stopped in a couple of bars or whatever,
mm.
just to chill out, and we had a lot of fun. I definitely want to put this spot on blast called Stuffed Beignets and Burgers. So it's STUPHD, Stuffed beignets and burgers. The people and stuff were really nice, really sweet. We, I had a conversation with a couple of the young ladies in there. They were really welcoming. Um, and the beignets,
I love
oh my
beignets. Oh my gosh,
god,
that's my fat girl moment. Oh,
them
they're so good.
them beignets was off the chain. You hear me? Oh my god, I had like a seafood type beignet. And then I had a dessert beignet. I can't remember which one it was. Oreo cookie cheesecake or something like that. That shit was just good though. It was oh
Oreo
so good.
cookie cheesecake.
Cake beignet.
Even just a regular one from
Don't
Cafe Du
say
Monde
it.
is
Oh my
just as
god! I
like
knew you was gonna say that shit. I was not impressed.
Wait, are you serious?
I was
absolutely
not
love it.
impressed. Cafe Du Monde. Everybody
I
talks
love it.
about that joint. I was not impressed. I really
It's just
wasn't.
it's just the regular
Regular
ones. You
beignet.
don't have
Yeah.
to. It's a classic. It's a
I mean,
classic.
I'm not saying it was bad. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm like, okay. And that's all they had, like beignet and coffee. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
what's the big hoopla about it? It was alright. I wasn't impressed.
and it's a
Um,
historic landmark.
yeah, it is. It is. And then you got the other one. It's another one called. Is it? It's not Cafe Beignet, but something Beignet. But yeah, I wasn't that impressed.
Mm.
Um, and then so we were in New Orleans, and we pretty much had to take Ubers all around.
Mm-hmm.
So we took we got in the Uber, and I bumped into a very interesting gentleman by the name of Cedric Brown. He actually is an author. He wrote a book called A Night in New Orleans. So
Hmm.
if you get a chance, look up Cedric Brown. Make sure that's right
Is
for
it
you.
on Amazon or
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
okay? What is it
Um,
about?
it's a nonfiction. I mean, it's a fictional book. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm gonna pick it up. But he was very educated on a lot of the history of New Orleans. He knew a lot of the history of New Orleans. So I wanted to definitely throw him out there. So Cedric Brown, y'all go check out A Night in New Orleans. Pick up the book. He was very knowledgeable, so I know that the book is gonna be good. I know it is. So I plan on picking it up soon. I just haven't picked it up yet. So once I pick it up, once I read it, I'll I'll let y'all know.
Okay.
I would definitely let y'all know. Um, well, I'm trying to find something here. Um, what else did we do? We went on a swamp tour, and I played around with an alligator. So not necessarily, I didn't touch the alligator, anything like that, but I hover my hand over it and try to, bite my hand and all that shit. So that was interesting.
So the alligator is the one that is
I mean,
less
yeah, alligator. It was alligator. It was
less.
alligator.
A crocodile is the one that's more aggressive.
Crocodiles are you won't find crocodiles in the United States. You find them.
No, you
I
can
got
still find them in. I thought you
unless you
can.
find them
Like
in a
like
zoo, but
the
I don't think
swampy.
crocodiles are
Yeah,
in
they are.
no alligators are.
Really?
Yeah, it's a difference.
Because crocodiles are the ones that are more aggressive.
I think so, but like their whole internal system is slightly different, if I'm not mistaken. I asked about what was the difference because that's the biggest difference. I was trying to figure out like what's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator.
No, I thought that was the biggest difference. Is one of them is really aggressive and the other one is not.
No, it's a little bit of a difference. It's a little bit more to it than that. Like I said, I don't think you can't find. I think you find crocodiles here. I think my dad said you find alligators in Belize, but I'm not sure. I would have to literally look it up. Um,
No. So you are there's an American crocodile.
oh,
That's
there
in the
is
U.S.
okay, but it's rare, right?
No. Mm-mm.
Well, you won't really. You'll find more alligators than crocodiles. I was trying to find some good gator to eat.
You
I
find it
was
closer to the coast of Caribbean, like Miami.
okay.
Uh,
Makes sense.
like
Yeah, I was trying
warmer
to find
water.
some good gator to eat. I did eat rabbit.
Hmm?
I ate rabbit.
That's your first time eating rabbit?
Yeah, that
Uh,
shit was so good. It tastes like pulled chicken almost.
mm.
It was good.
They have they when I went to New Orleans, I had alligator. It's like a spicy kind of like a. It's not tough.
The
Tough
alligator
for
I
me.
had tastes like sausage.
It
It
tastes
was
like
they
a
made it
almost
like
like
a sausage.
chorizo.
Yeah, they made it like a sausage. I
Hmm.
was looking for more so. I've had alligator here before. I was looking like more so like alligator bites, things of that nature. I didn't find it was so when we went, it was in the middle of French Fest. And we got to go to French Fest.
What is French fries?
French Fest is a festival that they have in the French Quarter around April, right before Jazz Fest. So you just
But
got a bunch of vendors.
what
You
is it
got a
though?
bunch of different.
Is it
What you mean? What is it? I mean,
what
this
is
is a
it?
festival. They have all types of festivals in New Orleans all the time.
But what is it for? Is it
It's to
specific?
celebrate the French Quarter.
Just the French Quarter?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was a bunch of performers. The only notable performer that we saw was Big Frida. You know who that is?
Hmm.
Yeah, we saw Big Frida perform, and
That's
then
because she's from. There's a group that I like that's from New Orleans called Tank and the Bangers.
okay, I have to
They
look that up.
yeah, I think they play um in their hometown. I think once a month or so.
Okay,
Yeah,
I had to look that up. I definitely had to look that up.
they're really dope.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Definitely, hip hop, jazz, what?
No, they're like more like hip hop,
Okay,
neo soul type of thing, whatever.
okay.
Um, yeah, I think you probably like them.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
Definitely got to check that out. So, real quick, did you hear about the? So, there's like about the National Harbor in Prince George's County, right over in
Hmm.
Oxon Hill. So now the county has issued a curfew for the National Harbor, and it pretty much you have anyone under the age of 16
Hmm.
has to be accompanied by a parent between the hours of 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. Let
Which it
me
should be understandable.
Yeah, because
I think so.
they had a huge fight a couple of weeks ago. There was like 800 kids that gathered at the harbor, and they was out there
For
wrecking
what?
just
800,
to meet up and fight. That
800 kids?
Yeah, my wife's goddaughter was telling us one time that that's what the kids do now. They meet up at the harbor to fight. It's ridiculous.
What?
So now I got this article. Now the youth curfew zones in Prince George's County likely to expand beyond the National Harbor. Um, so I'm gonna kind of go through this real quick. So they're creating and enforcing additional youth curfew zones under a resolution passed Tuesday by the county council. Um, Business owners throughout the county can request Chief of Police Malik Aziz to create and enforce a curfew for kids age 16 and under.
So, but hold on. So, but if they're caught, then what happens? Like, if you're caught outside the house, then is it
They
the parent is
they contact the
fined?
parent. They contact the parent the first time, and
But
then
you
after that,
contact
you get
them.
fined. Yeah,
How much is the parent getting fined? Does the parent get fined?
that it didn't say. It didn't say. So, and the curfew cannot begin no earlier than 5 p.m. and last no longer than 5 a.m. So it's 5 a.m. and it only apply to kids not accompanied by an adult.
What is considered an adult? 18,
I would
21?
assume 21. It doesn't. It just is vague on some of those details.
Because I'm like, half these people that call themselves adults
Are an
act just
adult,
like children too. So
and then you got these young kids that hang with their bigger cousins and all that shit. So, but I think they say that now because this happened like 2 weeks ago. They say now that it's been kind of working because during that whole incident, they was literally fighting, looting. I mean, stealing shit out of the stores and all that. They was bugging out.
where are these parents? That's my question. Where like where are these parents, and why are you letting your kids just go buck
Go
wild?
buck wild. And then, I mean, I'm quite sure that some of the parents may not know. It's like, "Hey, mom, hey, dad, I'm trying to meet up with my friends at the harbor," and they just drop them off and not even thinking nothing about it. But now, I mean, for you parents, y'all need to just watch out. Be careful because your kids is involved in this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They easily can anything can happen now. It's getting crazy. There was
Somebody could get knocked in that water.
somebody get shot and killed. Three people who got shot in Greenbelt, Maryland, a couple of weeks ago. Well, they had a senior skip day, and they met
Mhm.
up at a park, and it was like about about a good couple hundred kids, and somebody started shooting, and three people got shot.
So, I mean, I get the senior skip day you meeting up at the park, but then I don't like these kids. Well,
They off the chain nowadays.
you know what though? But then I'm like, is this how our parents felt? Like, cause they were like, "Oh, y'all kids are off the chain." y'all are let loose. Like, so I'm like, are we doing the exact same thing? Or are these kids doing the exact same thing that we were doing growing up? Like,
It's funny you say that because I always feel like things were different when we were coming up, but maybe not. But think about it though too. We did senior skip day, but we wasn't necessarily out of control. You
but
may
they
have
may
some
not have
fights
been
going.
out of control either.
I
We had
mean, they
fights.
were out of control. I'm to everybody fighting. We had some. I remember when I was in school, actually, during our homecoming. Uh, excuse me. The local radio station was at our school, and a brawl ended up happening. Like it was a
See,
straight
so
up
that's what I'm
brawl.
saying. We fought growing up. People were shooting, growing. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
they
I
were
don't.
doing the same thing. So I'm like, do have we turned into our parents?
Of
we
course, we've
turn.
turned into our parents, but at the same time, I don't. I feel like the shooting is getting a lot worse than it was when we was coming up.
Is it, or is it just because it's more publicized because of social media?
You got a point. You do have a point. Because now everything is publicized. When we was coming up, you had to hear about it through the streets or through the news.
Exactly.
Now you ain't got to hear shit. You just go to Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and you see a video. So yeah, that is true. That is true. I still feel like the Gen Z is a little bit they is a little bit different than us because of the technology. I feel like the technology is really hindering our children.
I don't think it's just the technology. I think it's a lack of parenting. It's because
That
of
too.
us. They're different because of us, because we're the parents now. Us are saying, don't touch my, don't put your hands on my kid, don't discipline my kid, don't do this. And then we're not a community anymore.
I would totally agree with you on that. I would
So
totally agree with you on that.
so I'm like, we can't blame anybody for these kids acting up but ourselves.
That is true. Miss Ingrid said, oh Miss Haiti, I'm sorry, said that yeah, New Orleans was definitely a vibe. She's on here, so shout out to Miss Haiti. Um,
Hey, hey, hey.
yeah, she said, and like she said the same thing. We was not impressed. Oh, she also mentioned Miss Loretta's. So Miss Loretta's, we went to this spot in French Market called Miss Loretta's. Miss Loretta's was good too. What did we have from Miss Loretta's? Did we? I don't think I had a beignet, but I got their pralines. I got the pralines. Pralines is real common in New Orleans, so I got the
Mhm.
pralines. The pralines was good,
Mhm.
but yeah. But so I'm sorry. I just wanted to go through her comments. Um, yeah, she said missing the older adults, talking about how generation. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
every generation says the same thing. Every generation says the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh my
Mhm.
God, y'all, they worse than we was. They worse than
Mhm.
we was. Yeah, every generation says the same thing. So, I mean,
It's
but
us.
has it really changed? That's a good question. I think so. Me personally, it's not too much you could tell me to say that it hasn't changed. I think it's changed a lot. But it's all on how you view it, I guess. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So let's get into this first topic. So we was kind of sitting back and discussing the differences or the differences. Would I say the differences or the way you transition from dating into a commitment?
Dating into a commitment, or were we talking about the other one?
Yeah, we dating into a commitment. Or you want to go
So,
into?
oh, we can. So then, what do you, when you're talking about with dating? What's your definition of dating?
My definition of dating. My
Yes.
definition of dating is kind of. I mean, you
And what's your definition of a
of
commitment?
a commitment. Dating is just dating. You see somebody from time to time. Y'all go out. Y'all have fun. Y'all chill. You know what I'm saying? But it's no serious commitment. It's like you all can see other people. You know, but as far as a commitment is concerned, a commitment is okay. We're exclusive. I'm your boyfriend. You my girlfriend, or whatever, what have you, and we're not seeing anybody else.
So what if you say
We're exclusive.
you're exclusive, but you're not putting a title onto that? Is that still considered a commitment?
I would say so. I would definitely say, yeah, I would definitely say so. because with you don't because a lot of times in my past anyway, it's kind of happened that way to where I start seeing somebody and then we spend a lot of time together. And once we start spending a lot of time together,
Mm-hmm.
we around each other all the time, all day. It's like, all right, it's really doesn't have to be said. It's already it's kind of known. But sometimes you gotta let it be known.
Yes, about to say,
Sometimes,
you don't think that that should be known or that should be talked about? Because
yeah,
one person's interpretation of something is gonna is it may not be what the other person is thinking, and that's how people tend to end up getting their feelings hurt.
yeah, it could be totally different. Definitely could be totally different. Because I think that I could think that yeah, we exclusive and we haven't had that conversation about being in a relationship, and I see you out with somebody else, I'm upset. That could end up deadly too. You get the wrong motherfucker.
I mean, at the end of the day, if y'all didn't have that conversation and y'all are just dating,
It shouldn't matter.
then it shouldn't matter. And that's why I said there needs to be a discussion. There always needs to be a discussion involved on what are we doing and what is this? Because then, if, say, for instance, if you say that I don't want to be in a relationship or we're not looking to be in a relationship and we're just dating, then the other person can't feel some type of way if they see you. I mean, you can feel however you feel because your feelings are facts, but you can't get upset if you see me out with somebody else because I've already told you that I'm dating
And I don't want to be in a
and I
relationship.
don't want to be in a relationship. The issue that I have is when people lie about it. Don't lie. If you want to date, date. If you want to go out and see other people, go out and see other people. But then don't like give that person the opportunity to decide whether or not they want to deal with the situation or not.
Definitely, of course.
So,
Now let me ask you this. So what's your definition of commitment
is when
versus
you
dating?
are so dating is just is dating. You guys are going out and dating does not necessarily have to mean that it's a sexual relationship. Because I don't think that everybody that you date is someone that that you should be sleeping with.
Yeah, no, I
But
would definitely agree with that. I don't think dating necessarily means having sex.
no, date. I feel like dating is just getting to know the individual, to seeing if that is something that you want to possibly pursue, and then a commitment is in pursuing of a relationship or possibly marriage.
Okay. The King Nemo. What I say? That King Nemo. What's going on with that King Nemo? So, uh, it only, what is it? It only ends up
Dating, I mean, only ends up
deadly
deadly when
when the
the
word
word
love is
love is
involved.
involved.
Yeah. Okay. And then love is the most dangerous four-letter word
Hmm.
when it comes to entanglements. I would have to agree. I would definitely agree. When you put the word love into it, it- that's when feelings really get involved. So I would definitely have to agree.
Do you feel like people use that word loosely,
Yeah, yeah.
or they use that to try to hold things over people's heads?
I don't think the whole people hold it over people's heads, but I think some people's feelings may move a little faster than others, and then once it's like somebody says, "Oh, I love you," then
I'm like,
the other
oh, buddy.
the a lot of times, this is my opinion, a lot of times the other person may feel like they're obligated to say it back.
Oh, I'm not. I won't.
And then I've had like, so this is weird shit. Much younger, I've had, women tell me they love me during sex. And then afterwards it's like, "Oh, what the fuck did I say? I ain't mean that." Do you I mean,
I've never done that before either. I've never done that because I am. You know I'm different. You always say I act like a guy, but I don't. That's a word that I don't use loosely. And even if someone tells me that they love me, you keep constantly telling me that, and I don't feel that way, and I'm like, well, thank you. I'm glad you do, and I do care about you, but I'm not in love with you, and I would say that. Like, I would make that clear.
okay. Lolo, have you ever said I love you and love to somebody and didn't mean it, or vice versa? Has it happened to you? So I'm speaking to Lolo right now. That's who. That's who. That's
So
who
she said, what did she say? She said,
said something about the love.
hell yeah, it's revenge, it's toxic. Oh. So Lo, are you talking about when you're like revenge toxic and what are you talking about?
Yeah, clarify that. Or Lolo, you can even
So do you feel like there is supposed to be a time frame of when you go from dating to a commitment? Is there a specific time frame for you, or do you feel like it's go with the flow?
for me, it's go with the flow. Um, I ended up in a relationship with my wife after about a week. So we it's no secret. We talked on the phone because we met online. We talked on the phone for about 2 weeks. She stood me up. I like to throw that in her face. And then when we finally met in person, it was just like, hey, I know you're the one. You know what I'm saying? And so we hung out for about a week, almost every day, not every day, but almost every day. And then we just decided, it was like, all right, hey, let's be in a relationship. I changed my Facebook status. That's what
Mhm.
I changed my Facebook status.
Mhm.
So okay, let me ask that then. If you change your Facebook status, does
That
that does that
no.
clarify you in a relationship?
No, my Facebook status has been saying I've been single for years.
Okay.
I don't post people. I don't post anybody that I date. I'm not a very public person about
Okay.
like my private life.
Okay.
Um so I don't know. I think
Makes
did
sense.
we go offline?
The video went off for a sec. Go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna fix that.
Oh no. But I would say if there isn't a specific time frame that I think that you no. There is. I would say for a if we've been I would say it maybe 6 months to a year is we need to figure out like what this is or where this is going. 'Cause I'm not a big waster of time itself.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. I didn't think that. I thought this. So I'm gonna let y'all
And
know my battery kind of went dead on the.
so while we're doing that, go to the comments.
Yeah, go to
So
comments.
so Miss Lowe said, I've done it by mistake one time. It made me feel obligated to be with the person. It was because I was cheat and it was because I was cheating. Then you weren't in a committed relationship if you was cheating, Low.
Basically, basically. Give me 1 second, y'all. Go ahead, finish the comment.
And so Miss Haiti said, and there is no time frame. Definitely go with the flow as far as So would you say that you would 10 years in dating? Would you guys do since there's no time frame, would you do a 10-year long date with somebody?
Good question.
See? At what point would you like where is this going? Or where does it need to be? Pardon as we have technical difficulties.
Oh, we should be back. Are we back?
No. I can see it on. Can you guys okay, yeah. I can yeah. Go down.
Camera
Woo,
one.
Jesus. Huh?
Said the camera one.
Yes, but move that for some reason that camera. No, push it up. Something looks weird. No, bring it up.
am I getting a message? There's no car in here. There you go.
They can see. Can you see? Can you guys hear me? Pull the camera up. Like it's too low. No, up. Yeah, that way.
It's the same angle with us. Oh, I see what you're saying. My bad. Alright, we're gonna go to it quick. Alright, so let me.
We won't go ahead and take a quick break.
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Now I'm laid back, listening to my favorite show.
Yo, this your man Chris Davis from Vibe. Keep on Chris. We're chopping it up. Let's go, baby. Tune in.
What's going on, man? It's your boy DOC, Black Passion, man. Black Passion Experience. Bet on Black is the hashtag. Doing this right here for ChoppinItUp Radio, my man Sharp Shot. You already know what time it is, man. Make sure you tune in. Let's do it.
Embark on the ultimate weekly experience with ChoppinItUp Radio, where we keep you informed, entertained, and connected. Every week, join us as we dive into the latest news, share insights on social, fun, and relationship topics, and celebrate the incredible talents in our community. We go live every week on YouTube at CIUENT. ChoppinItUp Radio isn't just a show, it's a movement that we are excited for you to be a part of. We are the show that goes where you take it. Engage with us and our fellow listeners in real time, making each episode a collaborative journey. Tune in and become an integral part of the ChoppinItUp community, where life is undeniably better when we're chopping it up together. Be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms. We back. My bad. Technical difficulties. I don't know. My camera was tripping. The camera was tripping. Well, we're back.
Are we back? Ooh, Jesus. I look roly-poly. You need to fix it. They can't see you halfway.
Okay. Part of me just want to leave it like that. I'll stay over here. Look, I'll stay over here. Oh, on the screen. I think that's just my screen, but I got you.
Nuh-uh. It's not because it's like that on YouTube too.
I got you. All right. So what was that last question you had? Okay, so how long are you supposed to be committed? Like I said,
Not committed, but everybody's saying that there's not a time frame on dating. So I'm like,
nah, it's not.
You'll be doing a 10-year dating.
I wouldn't say 10 years, but yeah, that's a good question. I wouldn't do 10 years on dating. Come on, dating? Nah. Heck no.
So that's what I said. At what point of the relationship from dating would you transition into a commitment? Is a specific
when you feel as though it's right, if that makes sense. So, like I said, I don't know. For me and my wife, it took like a week. It took like a week, for us to decide that we was gonna be in a relationship. And so with that week, like I said, it's been 10 years.
But do you think of course, if something's quicker, yes. But then do you think after a certain amount of years, then you're like, okay, what are we doing with this? Or a certain amount of months, you're like, okay, what are we doing with this?
That's all on the individual. That's all on the individual. In my opinion, I'm gonna say, 10 years of dating. So we've clarified dating as we going out, we kicking it, but we seeing other people, right?
Correct.
We've clarified that. Now, have you been in a relationship in between that time?
No, you're just dating. I'm asking if you say that you could do dating.
I'm
Is
not.
this dating with one specific person, or is this just dating? Period.
For me, 10 years, I mean, I'm gonna say dating. It's kind of hard to say because me personally, I'm a relationship type of guy, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going if I'm dating you, then obviously it's something that I like about you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I like about you. It's something that I feel as though, because I've been dating you for so long.
So
So why not commit?
okay, so then so there you go. So at what point is there a time frame of I've been dating you for so long, so relationship, or is it just when the moment? Like, would you do it for years and think that, or you're just like
Okay, do me a favor, read that comment for me. It was a comment from
so? So
from
Keisha
Keisha.
said, "There's no set time frame. I know a couple who got married after 3 months, and a couple that got married after damn near 15 years. Both couples are still together to this day." And then Lo said, "If you survive the 90-day trial, then you have a year until hold on. If you survive the 90-day trial, then you have a year until either got committed or married." Is what's being said. I don't think he did anything. Oh,
All right, so but now if you say okay, so 10 years of dating,
mhm.
we're not
10 years
committed.
of
We're not
dating or
committed.
10
We're
years
so
being in a
that's
committed
that's what I'm trying to
relationship?
understand. What are you trying to say? Because
10 years of dating.
10 years of dating, meaning we're not exclusive, we're not committed,
Yes,
we're just dating.
just dating.
So if that's the case, then obviously both of us must be comfortable enough to whereas we comfortable with what we doing. But at some point in time, there's gonna be someone that's gonna one of us is gonna be like, you know what the fuck are we doing?
That's what I said. At what point
At what point?
do
At
you
that
do you like at you personally? Like at what point, or is there a specific time that you're like, what are we not okay? Take you being married out the window, right?
of course. We just type of
But
hypothetical.
yes.
No,
Is there a specific like after a year or 2 years, then you'd be like, okay, what are we doing?
no, there's no specific time. It's more so for me, it's that feeling. When I feel like when I feel like I want to be exclusive with you, I don't want to see you with nobody else. But if
Hmm.
I'm at that point to where I don't want to see you with anybody else, then I have to be man enough to say, okay, I'm not gonna be with anybody else.
Okay.
Because you can't do it. You literally can't do it that way. Okay, I can do whatever the hell I want, but you can't date nobody else. I mean, people do it, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, come on, logically, let's realistically, that's not gonna fly.
Okay.
Most likely that's not gonna fly. So to answer your question, no, it's not a time limit. It's more so when I get that feeling.
Okay.
When I feel like I can't be without you. I want you all to myself. Now, if I feel that way and you don't, then it's time to move on.
But okay.
You wouldn't agree? So what about you? Is there a time
Is
limit?
there a time frame?
Yeah.
I think there is a time frame for me. Is like after a year is- of us dating, then I need to know like what are we doing? Because I don't like wasting my time. And at this stage, a point in my life or whatever, we don't have time to waste. Like so, like what are we doing? Are we going to make this like a thing that we're in a committed relationship, or is it time to move on? Or or depending on where I'm at, we could continue to do our thing because I've been married before, so I'm not looking to get married again. Like, but my whole thing is be honest with me and tell me what it is.
Of course, you definitely,
So then I know how to move accordingly.
yeah, you definitely
But
want to be, you want to be honest, and you want that honesty. Um,
I feel
and
like a lot of men don't aren't like that because then they're scared that they will lose the access to
I would agree.
you.
I would agree with you on that one. And then also, a lot of men feel like they don't want to hurt your feelings, so to speak. So it definitely is the access, but then
But my
also,
thing is how you hurt my feelings because how you know that like how y'all know that we don't think the same way. Like, just be honest because 90% of the time we are thinking the exact same thing
okay,
for most stuff. Like, if somebody wanted to do them, then either we're gonna let you do you because we probably want to do us too, or we're
hmm,
gonna let you go. But at least it's give women the opportunity to make that choice instead of lying about it.
but nowadays, I'm gonna say women do the same thing.
What? Lie about it?
Yeah, some women lie about it too. you gonna say, you gonna say I'm wrong?
No, 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 no. So Lo says, what if we started dating and I get locked up, or do we continue to date, or do we break up? It depends on what you got locked up for. It depends
That's
on what you got locked up
and
for.
how long you get
Like,
locked up for?
and how long? Yeah, because like if you got locked up for some doing something stupid and I told you not to, and you getting along, I don't care how much you get. If you got locked up for something stupid and I told you not to do it, then we're done. If you get locked up for probably killing somebody for defending me, and like you ended up, then yeah, I'm gonna ride it out with you.
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay,
ride with you. What
and
about
and
you?
I mean, again, it all depends on how long you got locked up for, what your dumb ass did, and if it's something that is my fault and you took the charge, then I'm gonna ride with you. I'm gonna definitely ride with you. But at the same time, too, I'm a man. I'm gonna be out in these streets, and
What? What?
you doing 10 years.
You can
We
get
gonna have to
conjugal
have a
visits if y'all are married.
okay if I can get the conjugal visits. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
definitely ride
So
if it's my
you'd be a
fault.
cheater. So that's what you're saying. Is if your wife get locked up for something you
If it's
did
something
and
that
she
I
took the
did,
charge,
nah, I
and you would
ride with
so
her.
you'd be a
I
cheater.
ride with her. I ride with her. Now, if it's something that she did,
Miss Haiti.
if it's something that she did, and that was just plain dumb, I don't know. I don't
Mm.
know. But no, if we talk about Miss Haiti, nah, I'm riding. I'm riding. I'm riding till the wheels fall off. I was talking about just in general. But if we talking about my current status now, my marriage now, no, I'm riding till the wheels fall
Oh,
off.
you just saying that's, that's what you okay
No,
with
no, no, I'm
yourself?
not. I'm dead serious. I knew you was gonna say that. No, I'm dead serious. I'm riding till the wheels fall off. If we talking about now, I'm riding till the wheels fall off because that's my honestly, I feel like, and I'm not just saying this. Me and my wife go through a lot of shit, just like everybody else, right? We
Hmm.
are your typical married couple. We got our ups, we got our downs, and our twirl arounds, right? We go through a lot of shit. But I really, I think that the shit that we go through definitely makes us stronger. Um, I think that me personally, we are continuously learning new things about each other every single day. And also, I want to say communication. So, in my opinion, I think communication changes throughout your life.
Of course.
And so we're constantly learning how to communicate with each other, whether it be verbally, whether it be physically, we're constantly learning how to communicate. And also, me personally, I always try to
So
kind of
learn
reinvent the wheel,
learn
so to
how to
speak,
communicate or effectively communicate.
effectively communicate in new ways too.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In new ways. I'm always trying to figure out how to communicate in new ways that's different from the old to make things better. And what I was gonna say was, I feel like my wife was literally made for me. Like she was put
That's
here
what's
for
up.
me,
Mm-hmm.
nobody else. So that's why I went through all the bullshit that I've been through in my life to get to the finish line, which she is the finish line. Cause she ain't going nowhere, and I ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So if you try to go anywhere, I'm gonna stalk the fuck out of you. I'm
That's
gonna
so
tell you that
cute.
now.
Hopefully, I find me somebody like that one
I
day.
am going to stalk. I'm not gonna kill you or nothing like that. No, I'm not gonna say that shit. But I'm gonna stalk the shit out you. I'm gonna
So
fucking make your life miserable. I ain't gonna slash your tires, nothing like that.
you
I
just
ain't
gonna
gonna do
sit
no
outside
Bama
and
shit.
just sit up.
Sit outside and watch. When she come outside, she might step in some dog shit. I'm gonna do petty shit.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? She go to work. Um, her fucking bread gonna be stale. I'm gonna sneak in the house and just make sure that the TV gets stuck on one channel.
Let me tell you, what's the most pettiest thing that you've ever done during like a fight or a breakup?
Mm, I don't know. Pettiest? I don't know. Trying to think. I don't know. I can't think. I really can't think of anything. Let me ask y'all, what's the pettiest thing you've done during a fight or a breakup?
Yeah. What's the most
Go into the
pettiest thing that
comments.
you ever done?
Yeah, what's
Either
the
during
most
the
pettiest
fight.
things that you've ever done? I gotta think on that one. I'm quite sure I did some petty shit, but I just can't think of anything right now.
Uh, I can't. Let me tell you. So, my ex, we went out and you know the adjustable beds.
The hospital bed.
Yeah. So so
We got one of those now.
so
I love that
initially,
shit.
so I had one. I had my own. It was a queen, and of course, when we got together, we can't both be in the queen. So we was like, we needed a king. I sold my bed so that we can get this new bed, and it we had the one that both sides can go up and down. You know what I'm
Hmm.
talking about? So it has a
Okay.
split in the middle, and so right after we ended up breaking up, probably a few months after we got the bed. So in the midst of me moving out, I stole I put one bed on the incline and stole the remote.
I would have stole the power cable. See, I would have went deeper than that. I would have fucking took the power cable. I would have put that
No,
bitch up, unplugged
no,
that motherfucker,
no, because
and kept the power cable.
no, because even with the remote, you can't do nothing. He can't move it. He couldn't
Yeah.
do anything. He had to go buy a whole nother remote. So you can't have no bitch in that bed trying to do nothing with the
Not on
bed.
that side
Not on.
anyway. See, this is the thing. Most of the time, women are pettier than men. I'm sorry. Is this an
Nuh-uh.
actual fact? Women are pettier
No.
than men. I look, when I broke up with a chick, this bitch stole took all my pots and pans. All my pots and pans. I'm like, what the fuck are you? Why'd you take all the pots and pans? Now I
What?
expected her to she took the bed too, but it was her bed. So I'm like, fine, take the fucking bed.
Mhm.
But this bitch took all the pots and
But she
pans.
ain't gonna have to buy new ones.
No,
You're
because
not cooking.
I
You're not
cooked. I can cook.
uh
I can cook. I
so
don't cook now, but we had that conversation, and that shit is going to change. Now, Miss Haiti, like, nigga, you need to do a little bit more within the kitchen. So, because I spoiled her ass in the beginning. I used to cook all the time. Now I don't, but I'm about to start now.
so so the comment said it said Lo said sit outside and throw rotten tomatoes at all the dudes she left him for. Keisha said cut the numbers out of his favorite jerseys.
Ooh, ooh.
Uh and then Lo said someone stole 6 of my Invicta watches, but I never did any petty stuff. Just moved on to the next.
You was a goddamn lie.
Who? No,
Low look like she
no,
could do some petty
no, she
shit.
doesn't. I'm the petty one out of
Okay,
our
so
friend group.
but nah, but then too,
She's the sensible.
Low look like a gangster too. Low a gangster. I already know you a gangster, Low, because she just like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna find me somebody else. I could tell Low a
Mm,
gangster.
yeah, I'm petty. Lowe's a nice one. I'm petty Betty.
I just want to move on. I just want to get you the fuck out of my life and move on. I'm quite sure
Mm-mm.
I've done some petty shit. I just can't think of anything right
Nah,
now.
and in that thing, I'm a true Scorpio. I will sit and wait. So it could be years that go past, and you never know it's coming. It's coming from me, and I'm gonna get you good. So,
That's petty. That's so petty. Do we got anything for the bottom line?
do we hold on? Let me see.
That's petty.
That is not
It's
no.
shit.
Listen. I sit and I wait.
Okay. Okay. And see, and a motherfucker must have hurt you really, really bad in order for you to do that.
That's a Scorpio trait.
Oh, okay. What's the Aries trait? See,
Uh,
I'm proud of myself because I actually got my wife's sign this time. I
mm,
always be like, "What's her sign?" I never know that shit. I finally got her sign this time. She's an Aries. I finally got that shit.
I don't know. You know what? Because my mom's an Aries, but they're so calm. Well, my mom's calm.
Until she get mad.
Mercedes calm. Hmm.
Yeah, because my wife is calm, cool. Everybody thinks she the sweetest person in the world. But when I piss her off, ooh-wee, man, I be wishing I be like, nigga, I got to leave the fucking house. Cause yeah, she be ready to cut my motherfucking head off
That's
if I
because you
get her
don't listen.
mad enough.
Because you don't listen.
I do.
No, you don't.
I listen all the
No, you
time.
don't.
It's just yeah, she just when she get mad, she get mad. That's one thing about Aries. When y'all get mad,
Nope, nope.
y'all get
No, we
mad.
can restart that. We can restart the bottom line next week.
Okay. All right. We got about 4 minutes. So blast report. Blast report. You got anything for the blast report?
I do want to shout out again. Uh, the game Black Culture. I'll post them online. It's a board game. I think everybody should buy into it.
Okay.
Um, who else? Also, Plantation at Parkside. If you are a farmer or are in the farming world in Baltimore, definitely check them out. I've been meeting some really dope people that are in the farming, the black farmers in like Baltimore and DC.
People
So
think that people think that black people don't farm, but we do.
what?
I just got that. I think people don't expect they don't expect us to be farmers, but we do. We started this shit.
First of all, like it's such a great feeling to be in the sun and your hands in soil and to see and grow your own fruits and vegetables. And I think my thing is that's why Americans are so overweight is because of all this processed food
Yeah,
that we're eating and that we're consuming.
yeah,
And so we need to start growing our own.
definitely,
So
definitely. I bumped into somebody that's really on the on that health, like growing your own type shit, processing your own. I think she processes her own water and all that shit. I'm gonna end up talking to her,
the
uh,
process. She got like an alkaline water. You
or
could do an
something like that.
alkaline
I'm not.
water thing.
I didn't get into the major details, but she was telling me about it. Um, and like she makes her own food, everything. Like she
Hmm.
sells food too. I'm gonna get with her and do a
Yeah,
show.
y'all got enough space. Y'all can have a garden in the back. Y'all can do a garden
I'd
in
have
the
to have
back.
a tall ass fence for that garden too, because these motherfucking dogs gonna tear that shit up.
No, you just put the a gate around it, or
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
train
saying.
them
That's what I
to
said. I have to put a. I definitely have to put a gate
like
around it.
a no, they have like this like it's like kind of like a thing that you can put around so that deer don't come around. You wrap it around
Well,
and keep it
you
in.
come over
Yeah,
here and help her plant that shit.
I'll come over.
I want to do a
Let's
spice
do that.
garden. I've said this before. I want to do spices. I definitely want to do spices.
You can do that and have a herb garden.
Herb. I definitely want to
Hmm.
do my herbs. I want to definitely do my own herbs. My sage, my mint, my garlic, my um what's my favorite spices? Uh Herb is basil.
Cilantro.
I hate cilantro.
What? Oh my
I
god.
hate cilantro, but
Fresh
basil is my I
cilantro.
love basil. Basil's my shit, but I hate cilantro. I really do.
Oh,
Um
cilantro.
for me, blast report. I'm just gonna put everybody I put out early on blast. So shout out to the La Quinta in downtown New Orleans. The whole staff was just amazing. Stuffed beignets and burgers. Again, if you're in New Orleans, you got to go to Stuffed. Um, Cedric Brown, go get the book A Night in New Orleans. Make sure y'all go check out my man, get his book. Great guy. We went to this spot called Nemo's. The service was good, but the food was bad. Macaroni and cheese was like tastes like it was boxed. My fish was overcooked. Like my fish was mushy as shit. Y'all know I tell it good and the bad. My fish was mushy as shit. So don't go to Nemo's. Nemo's was not good. Um,
Why would you shut him out and say that then?
because
Uh,
I mean that's what the blast report is all about.
so
So Nemo's was not good. That shit was not good at all. So I'm gonna let y'all know now. There, the fish was not. It was overcooked. I'm gonna tell you like this: when it comes to fish, I put my left toe on my fish. My catfish off the chain. Miss Haiti will tell you that. And like whenever we go out and we get fish, if we bring it back to her
you
mother,
picky.
no, and I'm not that picky. But when we go out and get fish, and we say we bring her mom back some fish,
Mm-hmm.
her mother, if she'll always compare whatever fish we bring her back to my fish.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to make us some one day.
I got you. I got you.
So,
Any
so Lo did a blast report. She said, "Shout
good?
out to the Royal Farms across the street from the Horseshoe in Baltimore. Uh, their chicken smacks. Which is actually true. Like for some reason, that Royal Farms,
The chicken is like that.
the chicken, yes,
I'm gonna have to try it.
it smacks.
I'm gonna have to try it.
And then who else? There was another comment. So, they said, "Do you still pay if the food is bad? Do you still
Yeah, I did.
do
I
you still
did.
tip if the food is horrible but the service? I mean, if the food is terrible, hold on.
But the
Do you
service
still
is
tip
good.
if the food is terrible but the service is bad, Keisha? Or the service was good? Yeah, you
Yeah,
still tip
I
if the food
tipped
is horrible.
accordingly because the service was good. Um, I think the service was good. The service wasn't bad.
Hmm.
Um, it's just the food. She didn't cook the food. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, she has to
being
pay
in
out on that tip too.
yeah
That's
being
her thing. Yeah.
being in that industry before, I can't help if you don't like the food. I didn't cook it. I just brought it
Now,
to you.
now you see. Now you see, because you used to be
What?
one of the worst people. You used to be one of the worst people going out. Like you used to run people and everything else, and used to be picky. And now that you've done it, you're like
And we've
you're
had this
sympathetic,
conversation since I've done it though, right?
and you've been so
Right?
sympathetic.
Yeah, we've had this conversation since I've done it. Like
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you like this: three of the jobs that everybody should at least experience one day. One day, customer service over the phone, call center customer service. Experience that for one day. Um, a service worker as far as waiter, waitress, whatever, and retail. And then you'll have a whole new outlook on you'll do things a whole lot differently. In my opinion, you'll do things a whole lot differently.
Treat people differently.
Totally differently. Totally differently. You know what I'm saying? I got something called Get It Off Your Chest that we starting tomorrow. And I'm gonna get some shit off my chest. Being a working in retail. So
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah. Um, be sure to check out the Me and My Dad podcast. That'll be tomorrow at 8 p.m. So y'all come on, check that out. Me and the boys gonna be in here chopping it up. So yeah. And next week we will be back 8 o'clock sharp. I start the show at 7:50 just to get people to come in, but we actually start at 8 o'clock. So intro and all that comes on at 8 o'clock.
I
So
don't think they need to know that. And I was on time.
you
I was on
was,
time.
you
Hmm.
was. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, y'all. My camera was acting stupid. I don't know why, but I apologize. Shit happens. We ain't had no technical difficulties in a long time. So yeah, my bad. But camera was acting dumb. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all tuning in.
Peace out.
Next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Any announcements? Are you gonna be anywhere this week? Next week?
Uh, Not this week or next week. No, but I will post like my summer schedule because it's going to be a lot of pop-ups and flea markets and things that I'm going to be at.
And we'll
So
have the
yes.
summer schedule on listed on the show as well. So when you get it to me, we'll get it up. I got you.
All right.
All right.
All
All
right.
right, y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in. All right.
Have
I'm
a
going to
good
say y'all
one.
have a great one. See y'all next week. Peace.